Welcome to The Shoreline, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio, the Midwest's hottest vacation destination. I am your host, Jill Bauer. Joining me today is Shores and Islands social media manager, Dayton Barnett. Hey, Dayton.
Hi. What's up?
It's always awkward when I say hey to you. If you're new to the podcast, our destination is located on beautiful Lake Erie between Toledo and Cleveland on Ohio's north coast. Dayton and I are here to give you, the listener, the inside scoop on everything happening here in our island and coastal communities and all of the amazing events and attractions that we think you will want to visit. So, real quick, Dayton, what's happening over on our social media pages on the TikTok and the Instagram and all that?
Honestly, it's all fun stuff.
Always.
I think right now, especially with the winter season, you're always trying to find, some stuff going on. I know it kind of dies down in some places, but there's always something going on. And we'll also create things. Like I mentioned in some of the past episodes, like right now we're doing our Dine Local series, traveling around the region, checking out some of those hidden gem restaurants and some of the popular ones. And there's even some, we stopped at Rudy's last week and I posted about it, and a lot more people knew about Rudy's than I knew, and then I thought. It blew up. So it's been really fun just hanging out, and of course as we start catching up to spring, we're going to start getting into some of the water parks. Obviously that's why we're here today, and some of those winter activities. That
works in perfectly with what we're talking about today. We are continuing our indoor water park series. If you've listened to the last couple of episodes, we've been talking about all of the amazing indoor water park resorts throughout the Shores and Islands area. And today we'll be learning all about the sprawling African-themed Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in Sandusky. And joining us to chat about this amazing destination resort is Destini Smith. Destini has been with Kalahari for 3 years, starting in human resources as the resort culture and retention manager, and then switching to the conference side of the resort as conference services manager. She works with the team to plan the conferences and events that take place in the convention center. Destini is a Sandusky area native and grew up watching Kalahari evolve over the years. She always enjoyed coming to Kalahari with family and friends growing up and is super excited to be a part of the action and work to give guests Kalahari's Beyond Expectations motto firsthand. And I relate well, Destini, also from the area, and have watched Kalahari evolve over the years. Welcome to the Shoreline. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited.
Of course. So in the nutshell question, what is Kalahari Resorts and Conventions and what is it all about?
Yeah, so to try to keep it kind of short, I could talk about Kalahari forever. But
right.
So Kalahari Resorts and Convention is home to America's largest indoor water park, which is crazy. In addition to our location here in Sandusky, we have locations in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin, Poconos Mountains, Pennsylvania, and Round Rock, Texas. Super exciting. We also broke ground on our 5th resort in Spotsylvania County, Virginia last October. Yes, we are super excited for that resort to open up.
That's near D.C., yes?
Yes, yeah. We are an hour drive from Washington, D.C., yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Kalahari is an authentically African-themed resort that creates all under one roof experiences, from the huge indoor and outdoor water park spaces to the big game room. Families can play all day.
So you know what the other water parks obviously are in this area. What do you think makes Kalahari different from the other local offerings?
So I feel like what makes us different is whether you're 2 or 92, Kalahari has something for you. It's not just for younger kids or teenagers or families. It's a great place for a couples retreat or, bring the whole family and friends. There truly is something for everyone of all ages. And it's all under one roof, which is the best part. You don't even have to leave once you park with us.
Which is perfect for January and February in Northern Ohio.
Right.
No.
We all know the winters are brutal.
Yeah, nobody wants to be going outside right now. So it's nice to check in to the resort and kind of be there for your getaway, to be able to do lots of different things and never have to go outside, unless, of course, it's in the hot tub, the outdoor hot tub, of course.
One of the best parts, one of my favorite parts, the indoor-outdoor hot tub.
Let's talk about the water park specifically. So tell us, what are some of the key attractions within your indoor water park? You said it's the largest in the nation?
Yeah, so it's one of the largest, which is insane to me. But we have something for everyone. Like I said earlier, we have thrilling slides for that adventure seeker in your family. But we also have a lazy river if guests are looking for a more leisure day. We have a little kids area that has a zero depth entry point, which was specifically designed for smaller children, so they can still be included in all the family fun. We also have one of our most popular attractions, the Flow Rider, which is a surfing simulator, so guests can learn how to surf before their next tropical vacation.
So fun.
This is my favorite ride.
Did you
favorite
do it?
ride? Oh, every time I go. It's so fun. I will literally spend hours on that thing. Last time I went to record there last year, I think after I was done recording, I'm pretty sure I spent the rest of my 2 hours there just on the Flow Rider. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm not too coordinated for it.
Did you try standing up, Dayton?
I did do the surfing. It's definitely not harder. It's a lot harder, but it's just so thrilling. I love stuff like that. So I just can't get away from it.
Now, Destini, for the Flow Rider, is it just a stand in line, or can you make an appointment for like lessons or anything like that?
So we do offer some lessons. They have to be booked in advance, but as long as you communicate your expectations, we're more than happy to accommodate any way we can.
Yeah, I would definitely need help. I could just
you and me both.
Go out there and learn how to do that. Well, speaking about, making advance reservations and things, tell me a little bit about the cabanas that you guys offer in the water park.
Yeah, so we offer private cabanas. So you can go online, you can book one of those so you and your family have a private little space just for you. We have them indoors and outdoors, and they're a super great amenity to add on to your stay here at Kalahari.
That's really nice. And when you're staying or when you've reserved a cabana, is there, do you get food service, or what's the situation with that?
Yeah, so every cabana actually has their own cabana server. So there's a phone in the booth. You pick up the phone, you order what you want, and then they bring it to you at the specific time that you want it. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and you have to do minimal work while you're here on vacation, which is, I think, what everyone's looking for.
Yeah, as a mom, I definitely would appreciate that. I would appreciate having a space of our own, some place to keep our things and have a place that everybody can meet, because as you mentioned, it is a pretty big space with a lot for everyone. And so you're going to have groups of different ages doing different things in different parts of the water park. And it's nice to have, that one central location where you can gather back up.
Right. Absolutely.
So with the water park, what age groups do you think your attractions appeal to? So obviously, like I just said, I love it myself. So what is your idea of the age group for you guys?
Yeah. So the best part about Kalahari is there's not a specific age that we tend to cater towards more. Besides the water park, we have the big game room, which is one of Ohio's largest arcades. So if you're not really looking to get wet, grandma and grandpa want to come with the family, but they're not trying to go swimming, they can go to the arcade and play some old fashioned games. They can go to our newly renovated Spa Kalahari, to relax and, take some time away. So there truly is something for everyone of all ages.
Okay. To be fair, back to the Flow Rider, when I was there last time, there was a guy, he was about I think he was 65 years old. We had a conversation the entire time in line, and he was surfing on the Flow Rider. So there's definitely some energetic, grandparents out there that
right. I was just talking to someone earlier actually, and they sent their 7-year-old son. He was begging to go do it, and she sent him, and she said that he partied like a rock star on the Flow Rider. So it truly is, there's no specific age whatsoever. I even tell people you might have more fun if you decide to, leave the kids at home and come for a date night and truly get to experience everything that we have here at Kalahari.
Absolutely. So we've got the indoor. So what about the outdoor? I know we went through some big stuff last summer. Can you tell us a lot about that?
Yeah. So we actually opened our largest pool ever last year. It's 15,000 square feet, 360 65,000 gallons of water. It is a massive pool.
Wow.
If you haven't seen it, you guys definitely have to come check it out.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it has a 0 depth entry point, which is super important for a lot of families that come. So like I said earlier, the smaller children in your group can still have a good time and kind of be semi-independent. So that is one of our key attractions. We also have slides out there. We have a dedicated kids area, which is our Bugs Burrow, private cabana still. There's a food outlet out there. Yes, it's even better to come in the summertime because you get to experience both the indoor and the outdoor water park.
I feel like I saw some photos or maybe some video of Dayton on a zip line outside.
Yes, our SOAPs course, which is Safari Outdoor Adventure Park. We have zip lining, rope climbing. We have a drop tower now. We have a petting zoo out there. It is crazy what you get to experience right here in Sandusky, Ohio.
What is a drop tower?
Yeah, so you're strapped in, you're harnessed in, and then you free fall for about 15 feet, and then you're slowly lowered down to the ground.
Oh,
bungee jumping.
My gosh. Well, okay, so bungee jump. Did you do that, Dayton?
No, I didn't. I think the day we went was the opening day, and they didn't have it ready.
Gotcha.
So I did not do it. I know, and I have to go back.
Yeah, you have to come back. You got to try it all.
So speaking kind of those things that are non-water park related, like you said earlier, not everybody wants to be wet. What other kind of things are there to do, both indoors and outdoors, throughout the resort?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we have our big game room that has escape rooms, blacklight mini golf, a 7D motion theater, and hundreds of arcade games. We have the Spa Kalahari. Guests looking to pamper themselves can come in for a massage or a body treatment, hair, skin, nails. The list is endless. But one of the best parts, one of my favorite parts, is the eating, the food. We have multiple dining options here on property, something for everyone's taste buds. We have Belux Grill and Bar, which is a favorite and features out of this world burgers and handcrafted shakes. It's the perfect place to dine with your family or pull up a chair and watch the latest game on TV. And when I mentioned the shakes being over the top, that is not an exaggeration.
Oh, no.
We're talking cakes with cupcakes on it. Yeah, donuts on it. It is one of our signatures, and it is a crowd favorite every single time.
What are the other dining options within the resort?
Yeah, so we have Sortino's Italian Kitchen, which is a local favorite as well. It is a family-style Italian cuisine. It features homemade pastas, brick oven pizzas, the bread that you get at the beginning of your meal is just fantastic. We also have our Last Bite, which is a must-stop when you're visiting Kalahari. It's just off of the main lobby. It's the place to go to for homemade ice creams and homemade treats. It's called the Last Bite for a reason, because you have to stop at it before you head out back home.
Okay, see, I'm not afraid to say it. I do come. I come in often and grab something to eat because that is an option. Like, so you can come into Kalahari and experience a lot of this stuff. Like, you don't have to be a guest. You don't have to stay over, with the exclusion of the water park, but the restaurants, the games, like, you can come in as not a guest to experience these things.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we also offer for our local crowd is we offer free valet parking too. So if you just want to, if you just want to stop up for dinner, or you want to stop by the arcade for a couple hours, just hang out here for the evening, you can just pull up, drop off your car, and go right on inside.
Okay, I did not know about that. I'm definitely, I don't know if I should, I feel like I should utilize that next time.
Yeah, you should. You really, really should.
It's a really nice perk. I do remember that being said at one point about a local park, and encouraging locals to come and take advantage of all of the amazing dining options and the fun things to do. You do offer day passes for the water park, correct?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so you don't have to be an overnight guest necessarily. If you're local, or if you're, just in town visiting, but you still want to take part in some of the fun, go in and do it. It is such an amazingly beautiful facility. The decor is outstanding, and it is so themed throughout very well. Destini, do you want to talk a little bit about the theming and some of the things that you'll see throughout Kalahari?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit about Kalahari. As I mentioned earlier, we are an authentically African-themed resort. The Nelson family are company owners. The Nelson family is passionate about giving back to the place that gave them the inspiration, and they visit the continent often. They're super proud of the African artists. They give back to the community community by purchasing art and sculptures to help communities over in Africa thrive.
It is just absolutely amazing. I mean, it's like a cultural experience when you're walking through. I mean, even just the lobby and the hallways and the rooms themselves, like everything is themed so well down to a T. And I always have found, I don't know, like the irony in the fact that the Kalahari is a desert.
Yeah.
And this is a water, it's like a water park. It's like an oasis in the desert.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about the rooms. Like if you are going to stay as an overnight guest, what are some of the rooming types that are available there, you know, for small groups, larger groups, all of that?
Yeah, so we have 1 to 3 bedroom suites, many with fireplaces and kitchens. We also have 5-bedroom entertainment villas. So whether you're a group of 1, a group of 2, a group of 5, or even a group of 25, we can accommodate you here on property.
Yeah, those entertainment villas are stellar. Dayton, have you seen those?
I've seen like video of them, but I've never seen one in person. But the videos I've seen, like some of them are huge.
They're massive.
Yeah, and they have like a pool table and, you know, things like that, like in the villa itself. 25 people. I mean, you could get a bunch of families together, family reunion, a large group.
Teams, sporting events.
What a great idea.
Convention center groups. Absolutely.
And they're at the resort, but they're not connected to the resort. So you're kind of just far enough away to have your own private space, but close enough to everything, close enough to all of the outdoor attractions and the indoor water park and everything. And
and then
a shuttle maybe that picks people up.
Yep, that was going to be my next point. Guests who like to stay out at the entertainment villas, all they have to do is call front desk whenever they want to be picked up or taken back to the Nyambas, and we're more than happy to accommodate every single time.
So as far as booking an overnight getaway, do you guys have any things that you would recommend for family when they're booking, like to book ahead? Like you said, the cabana needs to be pre-booked, or the flow rider lessons. Do you have any standard packages or particular add-ons that you would recommend?
So not one particularly. We do offer a lot of additional amenity add-ons for every single guest when they're booking a stay here at Kalahari, whether they want a last bite goodie bag to be in their room when they get here, or a champagne and spa robe. Or like we were talking about earlier, the adding on of the cabanas and the flow rider lessons and things like that. So there truly are just too many to pinpoint it down to just one specific package.
All right, so we've got a lot going on, especially in 2023. You know, you guys made a lot of renovations, especially with the outer water park. Do you guys have anything left in the tank planned for 2024? Like, can we get any bigger?
We can, because we haven't even touched base on the convention center yet. So it's a whole other side of the resort, which is crazy to me because I feel like we've already talked about so much.
What kind of events are held in the convention center? What are you doing over there?
Yeah, so we hold anything from a 20-person birthday party in the convention center to a 3,000-person conference for a week, which is amazing. So like I said, in addition to the resort being a great place for families to get away, it's also the perfect location for meetings and conferences. Our state-of-the-art convention center includes flexible space and state-of-the-art technology. And the best part is our guests that have conventions and stay here, they have access to every single amenity we have at the resort. Our Sandusky location is home to Ohio's largest convention space. It's 215,000 square feet of space. It includes 3 ballrooms, 39 meeting rooms, and 2 boardrooms. It is massive.
And what an amazing place to have an event, because you can bring your family along. You can make a week out of it, make a couple of days.
Turn it into a work vacation.
Working vacation. That's right. Those are my favorite kind.
Yeah, mine too. What better way? You can, go to your meetings during the day, and then you can join your family in the evening, add on an additional day to your stay, and just spend the entire day in the resort, in the water park with your family.
There are a lot of big events that Kalahari hosts throughout the the year. Are there any that come to mind that are coming up this year that would be, good for people to look out for?
Yeah, so with the spring break season coming up, we will do some promotions, getting ready for that and preparing for that. And then specifically around the holidays throughout the year too, we run some specials for those as well. Any guests who are looking to stay over a holiday, they're more than welcome to go to KalahariResorts.com and see what specific offers we have for them for those dates.
Yeah, I know you do a lot with the holidays. There was like an amazing New Year's buffet. I would guess there's probably going to be something around Easter time or summer barbecues or things like that. There's always fun things going on throughout the resort. And you all have the characters as well. You have the giant, what are their names again? The elephant and the monkeys.
We have Kenya, Kaya, Benny, and Lou, and they are a Kalahari staple. Guests absolutely love when they just randomly appear around the resorts. They definitely make an appearance at those holiday buffets we were just talking about. And especially throughout the summer, they like to have some little dance parties out at the pool. They are a real treat.
So fun. So photo ops, fun to see. You have not just dining, you have shopping in the resort as well for souvenirs.
Yeah, so we have a couple different shopping options here at Kalahari. We have a Build-A-Bear workshop in our Zakanaka Kids store. We have our marketplace, which has, keychains, magnets, coffee cups, t-shirts. We have Indigo Bay swimwear. So if for some reason you forgot your swimsuit, I know packing for a vacation is hectic and you get to the water park and you realize you didn't pack your swimsuit. We have the perfect store right here on property that you can go to.
Or you're coming for a convention and you think, there's not going to be any time to go swimming. And then you get there and you're like, I'm not going to not be here and not go to this water park.
Absolutely. It just goes to reinforce that everything's all under one roof here at Kalahari.
I, as a local, really appreciate the spa. I know Dayton said he likes to stop in and go get something to eat and all of that kind of stuff. I love to stop in and utilize the spa. It is an amazing, relaxing space. There are so many different treatment options there. I've brought my daughter along to get, mommy-daughter pedicures and things like that. That is a wonderful amenity to have on site as well.
I was just going to say, have you used the new sauna yet?
No.
I didn't even know there was a new sauna.
I didn't either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we do have a sauna. Yep, it's inside the spa. All you have to do is go to the front desk, book your appointment for the sauna, and then you can just absolutely just go relax in there.
So, Dayton, was there anything else that you can think of that, maybe questions that we have for Kalahari?
Honestly, if I were to have a question, we've got a lot of information here, for everything for now and for the summer. So for those traveling people coming up, where can they go to learn more about Kalahari Resorts and specifically, Kalahari Sandusky? Yeah,
so it's plain and simple. It's really easy to remember. It's KalahariResorts.com/Ohio.
/Ohio. That's easy. We can remember that. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so I would love to touch base really quickly. So we mentioned earlier how Kalahari gives back to the local community, but I also wanted to talk about some of their other charities that we've been working with. Yeah, being our charity water partnership and the Watercolors Life program. So basically, access to clean water is one of the biggest struggles communities face around the world. Today, nearly 1 in 10 people don't have access to clean water, which just absolutely blows my mind. Yeah. To kind of help combat this crisis, Kalahari Resorts and Conventions has partnered with Charity Water, a nonprofit with a mission to provide clean water resources to around the world. In 2023, Kalahari pledged to bring clean, safe drinking water to 1 million people in Africa through the Watercolors Life program. This equates to a commitment of $50 million. The $50 million commitment will be funded through a mix of substantial financial donations from the Nelson family, fundraising events, and on-site guest contributions. By simply visiting a Kalahari resort anywhere, not even just Sandusky, Ohio, guests are helping achieve this goal by making the global community better through clean water, which I feel is just amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, you can feel good about getting away. You can feel good about going on vacation and also helping people around the world.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great. Thank you for sharing that information with us, Destini. Is there
anything
else
I don't think so. I feel like we touched on a lot of things. I feel like our guests have all things Kalahari knowledge now.
Absolutely. And there's so much to discover when you visit Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. Of course, as you mentioned, the website again.
Yes, plain and simple, KalahariResorts.com/Ohio.
Perfect. Well, special thanks to Destini Smith from Kalahari Resorts and Conventions for joining us today. Thank you for listening, of course. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, because you don't want to miss a minute of the action here in Shores and Islands, Ohio. You can find more information on our destination and past episodes of the podcast online at shoresandislands.com. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time on the shoreline.
See you guys on a flow rider. Yeah, I'll be there.